You know what I look like? I kind of look like Frankenstein's wife with my hair like this. Like, you know, she had that whole weird crimpy hair and big poofy. I kind of look like Frankenstein's wife. Seriously. Today is gonna be a very highly requested video. I know I say that every freaking video, but it's true. I honestly can't think of ideas by myself, so I just ask you guys, or I go off of what you guys tell me. So today's gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna be beauty. It's gonna be around kind of like the fitness area. I'm gonna do an updated how I work out and my diet plan and stuff during Ramadan, and how I work around working out and stuff while fasting, because a lot of you guys are curious. So it's been, I think today's the 4th day that we're fasting, and the last 3 days I've actually been writing down notes and stuff for you guys. My handwriting is really bad, but I've been writing notes and tips and tricks of things that I do, so I could tell you guys. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into full detail about what Ramadan is and stuff. I did that in my last video. I'll link that down below. And before I get started, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not trying to shove my religion down your throat. I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying any of this stuff. I mean, I'm not an expert. I mean, I'm just going off of what works for me, and if you don't want to work out during Ramadan, you don't have to work out. If you want to, then you can go ahead. I mean, there's no pressure. But if you have nothing nice to say about our religion or just nice in general, just don't write anything. I had to actually disable the comment section in my last video because some people are very rude and really disrespectful, and it's just sad. So I don't know if I'm gonna disable the comment section this time. I probably won't, but just, I mean, if you don't like me or if you don't like the religion, like just don't watch me. I think we should start off by common mistakes people make while fasting and during this month. Now, I've been training for about three Ramadans now, and I've learned a lot, and I've never found that working out or just having a clean diet or anything has affected my health. If anything, it's helped me do better because I'm continuing what I normally do. The first thing is, if you train on a regular basis, people during Ramadan usually stop training, and I mean, that's okay. You can definitely do that. You're not going to be losing a lot of strength or muscle during this month, but if you stop training and if you stop working out, it actually is going to be harder for you to stick to a clean diet, which then it could lead to losing a lot of muscle and a lot of strength and gaining a lot of fat, because you're not going to be, I mean, I think that happens to me too. When I'm not working out, if I take a break, I just want to eat unhealthy. I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to be working out and anything, so I might as well eat unhealthy as well. So that's the first thing I would say people make a mistake of, is they stop training. I mean, you don't have to train 5 to 6 days a week. You can make it 2 to 3 days, and it'll still help you maintain what you have until the month is over, and then you can continue on going back to your regular schedule or whatever. So that would be mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, let's flip the page. So mistake number 2 would be obviously not eating healthy, or not eating enough. Now, because I think this year we have about an 18-hour fast, which leaves us with around 6 to 7 hours to eat at nighttime before closing our fast. So a lot of people gain weight because while you're fasting, your stomach shrinks, and when it's time to open your fast, we're presented with samosa and spring rolls and anything fatty, and that's what we eat. Now, that's okay once in a while, twice a week, whatever you guys want to do, but in the long run, you're putting more pressure on your body because your body is being deprived of food all day long, and then the food it does get is fried food, and it just soaks it all up. So obviously you're going to gain fat in that way. And also not eating enough, because we have such a short hour window gap for eating. It's hard to get all of our food into our body before it's time to close our fast, and a lot of people need to sleep. They have work and stuff, obviously. So that's another mistake, is just not eating appropriately and not eating healthy. And then the last one would be not enough sleep. Just sleeping leads to so many other stresses in your life. It's gonna help you when you are sleeping, your body's gonna recover. So you need to make sure to get enough sleep, or try to get enough sleep. Maybe take a nap. If you have work early in the morning, when you come home from work, take a nap. It'll actually help your body. So let's go a little bit more into the diet portion of this. So there's gonna be there's 5 points that I want to go over. So number 1, aim for calorie dense food. So I just finished explaining that we don't have a lot of time to eat. There's about a 6 to 7 hour gap window, and lots of people need to sleep. So even if you get 2 meals in, as long as they meet your calorie intake and your protein intake for the day, you are fine. So aim for calorie dense food, things like rice, chicken, whey protein, what other things do I have written here? Yeah, things like that, just things that are calorie dense, and you don't have to eat a lot of it to get the calorie intake for your body. So make sure that you hit your protein. Now, everyone knows that protein is what builds your muscles. It helps you repair your muscle. So you want to basically try to get your protein intake, if anything. So what you should do is eat your protein first. So chicken, turkey, whatever you want to eat. Get your get your protein in first, and then get your carbs, which would be your rice, your sweet potato, and then get some fat in for satisfaction. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but fat actually plays the role of satisfaction in your body. So when you get fat in your body, it's just like, it makes you feel that satisfaction of like, okay, now I got food in my body kind of thing. I don't know if that's making sense, but yeah, so aim to get your protein. Protein is what's going to help you maintain your muscle mass. It's going to help you repair your body. It's going to help you recover in the training session if you guys are working out and stuff like that. Next, don't purposely aim for a caloric deficit. Now, everybody and their mama is telling, you know, when Ramadan comes around, they're like, oh my god, yeah, I lose weight during Ramadan, and like they aim to purposely eat like 300 calories. That is not gonna help you. If anything, that's gonna make your situation worse. Why would you want to even do that? How do you think your body is gonna survive off 300 calories for just no. No, I always hear aunties saying, oh my god, yeah, during Ramadan, like I only eat 3, like, no, that freaks me the F out, because how are you supposed to survive? That is so dangerous. Don't purposely aim for a caloric deficit. Like, I'm being serious. Do I have to say it again? Don't purposely do that. If I see any of you guys commenting that stuff on my Instagram, I'm gonna fly to wherever you are and just bop you on the head, because that's dangerous. Don't do that. Don't do that. Aim for just maintaining your body. Now, you're already going to be losing a lot of fat while fasting, because your body is going to go into the state of burning fat, because all your carbs and stuff are going to be used up. So your body's already going to be burning fat more than it normally does while fasting. So what you want to do is just aim to maintain and feed your body the right foods for it to allow it to keep burning fat and to allow it to keep working normally and healthy. Now, another thing is, if you eat low calorie, like if you eat like 300 or 400 calories, how do you guys expect to survive the workout? How do you guys expect to feed your body or fuel your body after your workout? So for anyone that complains, I feel lightheaded during workouts, I feel like I'm gonna faint, I feel shaky, I feel clammy, that's because you're not feeding your body the right food, and you're not feeding it enough food. So you have to make sure to don't fall for this 300 calorie, 500 calorie diet stuff. It doesn't work. You're just setting yourself up for disaster. So eat enough food. Don't purposely try to eat less calories than you should. Okay? Okay. Next, water. Honestly, everyone knows the benefits of water. I'm not really going to get into it, but try to aim for 2.5 to 3 liters of water when you are able to eat, and try to evenly spread it out throughout the night, so you just don't pee it out and you're thirsty the whole next day. So try to have like 2 to 3 glasses every half an hour or so until you get the 3 liters done. What I do is, before eating, after I eat my date, I have 2 to 3 glasses of water and just let it sit there for like 5 minutes, have some more water, and then start eating. You have to make sure that your body is hydrated, otherwise so many complications, you guys already know. Okay, these next 2 points are very important. So number 4 will be, don't worry about the whole no eating carbs after a certain time bullshit, okay? Sorry for my language, but don't worry about, oh, eating carbs or eating some food after 6 p.m., after 7 p.m., after 8 p.m. is gonna get you fat. Eating carbs at nighttime does not get you fat. Eating over your calorie limit and eating too much gets you fat. Let's just put that out there right now. I don't know who started that myth or what, or I don't even know where it came from, but that's all bullshit. Okay? Okay, I'm telling you, just trust me, okay? The only way you're gonna get fat and gain weight is if you're eating too much food for your body. If you're training at nighttime like we are during Ramadan, like I know a lot of people are training, you need to be getting the proper amount of carbs and food and fat into your body in order for you to get fueled for your workouts and for you to get recovery. If you don't, then you're just doing the opposite. Like your body's gonna get the opposite thing of what you actually want it to do. So eating carbs or eating food after a certain period of time, so eating food at nighttime, is not gonna get you fat. The only way you're gonna get fat over it is if you're binge eating and if you're eating junk food and if you're eating food that is gonna take you over your calorie limit for the day. Does that make sense? The last main point that I wanna talk about is this whole catabolic state during fasting and everything. So your body is not gonna go into a catabolic state. Like, of course you are, because you're gonna be in a catabolic state because you're not gonna be getting food and stuff. But going into a catabolic state and losing muscle mass and all of that, it has more to do with a weekly caloric deficit and not getting enough protein to fuel your muscles. So if you are hitting those two, if you're going to be following all of the points I listed before this, you are not going to be going into a catabolic state because you're going to be feeding your body the right things you need. Even though you're only doing it in a 6-hour range, you're still going to be feeding your body what it needs for the whole next 24 hours. Does that make sense? So usually, like in a day, we have 12 hours to be eating. We're just cutting that down in half and still getting all of our protein, all of our nutrients, all of the food we need in those 6 hours. And if you do that, then you're not going to be going into a catabolic state. You're not going to be losing strength and muscle. You're not going to be going into a catabolic state. It's not going to happen unless you're not fueling your body right. Okay? So I think I covered all the points in diet. I know it might have been all over the place. I'm just making sure I covered everything. I think I did. So now I'm just going to quickly tell you guys a kind of an example of what I eat. To open my fast, I have half a cup of oatmeal and I mix some peanut butter in it and a little bit of honey. So plain oatmeal with water, peanut butter and honey, and I eat that for my carbs. And then for protein, right after I open my fast, I usually have a protein shake or I'll have egg whites, just because I'll usually do egg whites, not protein shake, because egg whites are light, so it doesn't like bother my stomach too much. So I'll have that. And then after that, I usually eat every hour or hour and a half, just so I can get my protein that I need within the 6 to 7 hours. Now I stay up until it's time to close our fast. I know a lot of people have to sleep, so what I suggest for you is eating calorie dense food, like I said before, and eating a larger meal. So usually after I open my fast, after that I'll have my next meal could be like 4 ounces of sweet potato with 4 ounces of chicken. After that could be 4 ounces of tilapia. Like, I'm just making sure that I hit my protein and getting my carbs in with it. So vegetables, sweet potato, anything that you like, that's gonna keep you full. Now I have a lot of trouble, like, because the time to eat is so little, it's hard to keep eating and you get so full, and by the end of it you're just like, I don't want to eat anymore. So that's when your supplements come in. Like, I'll just, instead of eating because I don't want to chew any more food, I don't want to chew any more chicken, I get my whey protein and I'll just drink that. And the whey protein I have has 40 grams of calories. It's isolate, so 40 grams of protein. I think I said 40 grams of calories. But yeah, after that I'll just have protein because it's just too hard to keep stuffing your face with chicken. Even though I know my body needs it, it rejects it because it's like, yo, you just ate, you're really trying to eat again, but it's got to be done, right? And then yeah, so that's basically it. Now for the training portion. Okay, so there's a bunch of ways you can train, obviously. I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. I'm not going to recommend what everyone should do because I don't know, I don't want anyone to get hurt, you know, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I do. So there's 3 ways that I can train, and I usually just alternate depending on how much energy I have and how I'm feeling. So the first way is training 2 hours prior to opening your fast. Now, a lot of people I know are gonna say, or they feel like they don't have enough energy before opening your fast enough to work out. But I think that's more of a mental thing, if anything, because your body is actually gonna have more adrenaline. Always say that wrong. Your body actually has more adrenaline, you know, when you're in a fasting state. So if anything, you should have a little bit more energy. Now, granted, you do get really thirsty. So I honestly, if I could drink water, I would definitely work out 2 hours before opening my fast, because I have a lot of energy in terms of weightlifting. I honestly just go off of what I'm feeling. If I'm feeling strong, if I'm feeling I have a lot of energy, I'll lift as heavy as I can. If I'm not, then I'll go lighter weights and higher reps. So it just depends. Go off of how you're feeling. You don't have to have a set schedule for each day. Just go and do what you're feeling. You're maintaining your body. You're not trying to get, you know, you're not really gonna get larger muscles here. But you're gonna lean out more, if anything. So yeah, so that's your first option, is training 2 hours before you open your fast. And then that way, if you train 2 hours before you open your fast, then you have the rest of the night to fuel your body. As soon as you come home, you can open your fast and you can fuel yourself with some protein, get some carbs in, and then the rest of the night you don't have to worry about anything else but feeding yourself. Second option would be to open your fast with a date, get some water in your body, get some orange juice a little bit, and then go straight to the gym and train then. Now this is good because you can fuel yourself with some water. You're not going to be full off of food, obviously, because you don't, that's not the point, but you are able to fuel yourself with water and stay hydrated while working out, and that will help you get more energy, and that will help you getting through your workout. Now, the last option is obviously opening your fast, eating some food, and then going to the gym. Now, I don't like that version. I mean, I think it's good because you feel like, you know, you have a lot of energy, but a lot of people get sleepy after they eat. So you also have to keep in mind that if you're one of those people that get lazy and stuff after eating, you may not want to do that. You may just literally want to have a date, have some water, and just go straight to the gym and then eat when you come back. And then you have the whole night to train, the whole night to eat, right? So yeah, those are your 3 options in terms of training. Ooh. That was a lot of talking, guys, like a lot. My jaw is hurting. Ugh. But I think I covered everything. I mean, I didn't really want to tell you guys, well, it's not I didn't want to tell you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do because I don't want anyone to get hurt. Make sure you talk to your doctor to see if it's safe to work out, all that good stuff, you know. I'm just telling you guys what I do, my experience throughout the years that I've been training during Ramadan. Whew. Lots of talking. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any more questions or anything, leave that down below in the comment section and I will answer them for you. I know a lot of people get confused during Ramadan on, oh my god, how do I train? Oh my god, how do I eat? Honestly, don't overthink it. First of all, Ramadan shouldn't be too much worrying about losing weight. Honestly, that's obviously that's besides the purpose of fasting. But I mean, it is something a lot of people think about because they have this whole notion in their head that fasting is bad for you and for your health and stuff. It's actually amazing for your health. It's really good. Just don't stress too much about it. Honestly, just eat, as long as you eat clean, okay, and get a few workouts in a week, even if that's just going out for a walk, okay, that's fine. That's all you need to do. Just worry about fueling your body, drinking enough water, and just getting maybe 2 or 3 workouts in a week, and you're okay. Other than that, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Well, that's it for the video. Now, if you have any kind of questions or anything, leave them down below. Please be nice. I don't want to stop the comments or disable the comments this time for this video. But yeah, so if you have any questions, leave them down below. And yeah, so that's about it. I will see you guys in my next video.